Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I want to talk to you today about video game mysteries. You know, the ones that I'm talking about, the things that keep us up at night, like why did that character do this? Why has this happened? Where have they gone? Who's stealing all my fucking Vitalite at work? Sometimes, like finding out it's James Heppel. James Heppel keeps having my fucking Vitalite at work. And other things. Sometimes you find out that the mysteries have actually been answered for you. So let's look at some of my favourites today, shall we? With this in mind, I'm Jules for WhatCulture.com, and these are 6 video game mysteries that have actually already been answered. F*** you, James Heppel.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done.
Number 6. Whatever happened to Rebecca Chambers? Resident Evil. While Rebecca Chambers isn't exactly anybody's favourite character, I mean, a fucking block of tofu's doing better than her, it still didn't really make much sense that we've not seen her in any game since the prequel in Resident Evil 0. Well, it turns out that the reason that nothing was really done with her is because creator Shinji Mikami just really didn't like her very much, and also because there's no shortage of other fan favourites to include. However, he did give an answer in a very strange form. It came in the form of a play, a Japanese stage play. Dubbed Biohazard the Stage, we get to see Rebecca as a guest lecturer at a college who investigates bioterrorism in her spare time. Kind of like Indiana Jones, except less Kalima and more clammy mouths. Goddamn zombie with your clammy mouth. Get out of here. Cheeky whippet. She teams up with Chris Redfield and has some shenanigans, as you might expect. And while she's never appeared in the video games again, it's still nice to see that she's staying busy. Number 5. There's a mystery island in Goldeneye 007. 20 years on, Goldeneye 007 still is considered a masterpiece for the FPS genre. Even though if you probably were to go back and play it today, it probably hasn't aged as well as you think it has. I'm just saying, I'm not going to burn my fucking balls off for it, but still, you cannot deny the impact that it had on the industry. Another thing that couldn't be denied was players intent on exploring the game's code in search of secrets, and amongst things like a dozen cut characters they found for the multiplayer, they found a tiny island out in the distance of the opening dam level. The cut piece of content was actually going to be the ending of the level in which Bond was meant to take a speedboat there, shut off an alarm, and collect a bungee rope which would be used for his escape. However, it wasn't ever used, so was just left in isolation, leaving players to wonder what the hell it was for. Well, there we go, mystery solved. Number 4. Is it all a stage play? Super Mario Bros. 3. Everybody loves a fan theory, especially when it's a convincing one, like how Ewan isn't my son. He totally is. Stop asking. It's weird now. Leave my boy alone. He's not yours to lock away in the attic. And a popular theory for Super Mario Bros. 3 was that the whole game appears to be a stage play. From the bolted-on scenery to the shadows cast on the background, it's been a theory with a considerable amount of evidence behind it. And finally, after years of speculation, it was brought up with Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of the Round Plumber, which he simply just responded with, just a nod of agreement, nothing else, which is great because it confirms the theory, but unfortunately drives us a little bit more insane, as now we ask, but why? Why, Shiggy? But then again, it is Shigeru Miyamoto, so he can do whatever the f he wants, right? Number 3. Who are the opening fighters? Street Fighter 2. Now, anyone who's played Street Fighter 2 knows the intro, in which 2 guys square up against one another before one gets laid out on his back quicker than your mum when I knock on the door. There's my one per list. But the real question is, who are they? Why are they fighting in the street? And if they are a fan of knucking up, then why can't we throw down as them in any of the games? Well, believe it or not, this question has actually been answered, as during the 25th anniversary celebrations for the game, Capcom revealed that Scott is the fister and Max is the fisty. Doesn't really change anything, but there we go. You're welcome. Number 2. Did Michael Jackson secretly compose the soundtrack for Sonic 3? Now, one of the weirdest urban legends about video games is the fact that Michael Jackson reportedly made the soundtrack for Sonic 3 and didn't receive any credit for it. And it's true, Jackson himself was a huge Sonic fan, and anyone with a keen ear will be able to spot similarities to some of his other music. I mean, the ending theme in particular is nearly identical to Jackson's own song, Stranger in Moscow. Yet, this was all just speculation, and we didn't actually have any definitive answer for years. Except back in 2016, the Huffington Post actually found out the real deal. In an investigation, they discovered that yes, he did compose the soundtrack. But here's the twist: upon completing the game's soundtrack and hearing it back through the Mega Drive, he actually distanced himself from the project because he thought the audio quality wasn't up to snuff. So yeah, It's an absolutely banging soundtrack though, but apparently not good enough for MJ. You weird, problematic man. At number 1, did Sybil survive? Silent Hill. Now, Silent Hill is a game built on mystery, but one that ate us from the inside out was this. Did Sybil survive? After all, she helps James out quite a lot in the game, and there's even a different ending depending on, that could basically say whether or not she lives or dies. So, what happened? Well, this cliffhanger was left for fans to decide for ages, but then years later, the creature designer of the first game confirmed something terrible. The ending in which she died was actually canon, and the writer of Silent Hill 3 even based their story with this ending in mind. So yeah, there we go. R.I.P. in peace, rest in pepperoni peace, you pretty pig. Yeah. There we have it. Those were 6 video game mysteries that have actually already been answered. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below, but before you go, maybe you'd like to check out something else I've been working on, so you can go over to That Film Theory and check out a video I've done on how the predator is the significance of how it kills its prey. Ooh, sounds spicy, but if you like wrestling, maybe you want to check out my weekly show that I do, the 5 most insane things happening in wrestling this week. It's pretty goddamn good if I say so myself. Anyway, as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!